All right, do your little clap. Do we got a clap?
Yeah, to sync up audio for when our Rode microphone fails out. Again, yep.
All right, guys. Well, we got the selfie stick out today.
Oh, we got a little dingle in front of here. Huh.
Why don't we just...
don't unplug that. Yeah. Is it still plugged in? Okay, you start off.
So hey guys, today we're just gonna do a walkthrough of the of our garage. We got a whole bunch of projects lined up. I'm not sure if anybody's watching or paying attention to our channel, but we're hoping if anybody has any opinions out there on what we should work on next, just add a comment down in the comment section. Tell us what you think.
It's gonna be just kind of a general overview of our stockpile of everything at this location. We'll start with this one first, and then we'll go to stash house number 2 at least, and we may just have to get some pictures of other stash houses. So I don't know, you want to start off? Well, let's say we can start in the driveway. I guess we got some cars out there, right? I mean,
I guess
you got your truck out there, right? That's vintage.
Get my vintage plate next year.
Yeah, will you really?
I think so. Yeah,
there you go.
So 99 Tacoma, had a custom overland camper built a few years back. Suspension's all blah, blah, blah. If anybody wants some Tacoma videos, let us know.
Oh, look at that. Oh, you're in the 300,000 mile club.
Yeah, just hit 320. Original engine.
Nice.
I did swap out the old automatic transmission for a manual just because I wanted a manual.
Do I need to get one of those? Should I put a 100,000 mile sticker on there?
You don't get a sticker until you hit 300.
Oh, okay.
Moving on.
So this is a 2010 Mitsubishi Lancer Rally Art. These didn't sell very well. They're not really popular.
This thing's got some Evo parts in it, right?
I guess I could, I don't have the key.
No one cares.
I don't have the key. It's got an Evo turbo, Evo intercooler. What'd you say, no one cares? Everybody loves Evos, Andrew.
No one cares.
Everybody loves Evos. There's a dual clutch transmission for it. But yeah, I've got some video stockpiled up.
Moving on, people have probably seen, if anybody's paying attention, if anybody's actually watching, they've probably seen our 125 videos.
Yeah.
We just did a rack install, some roto packs we're going to be putting out soon.
Real fun stuff.
Yeah. What do you got back here, Brock?
That's a 1971 Z50A K2 mini trail. If I can get the picture, that was the first motorcycle I guess I ever had. It was my uncle's at my grandfather's house for years, and you can see there's actually a photo of me working on it.
Well, you better keep it forever then.
Yep. Oh, I will.
Well, moving on.
Yeah, that's what you do with a motorcycle lift, right? You put stuff on there.
Yeah.
Just stockpile with junk. There's some chairs. What else?
Oh gosh, we got this little turd here.
I bought this without really asking you, I guess, and this was on my own dime.
Yeah, that's on you.
I kind of wish I wouldn't again, Well,
I told you.
This was supposed to be in good condition, right? And then this is what you get.
Well, you hadn't looked at it.
This was supposed to be in good condition. This is what you get. And then what you do is you're like, well, I still got enough meat on the bone. And guess what? I can make YouTube videos cleaning it up and getting it running again.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Well, you see how that's gone, right?
Anybody want to see videos on a Triumph Bonneville? Please let us know in the comments section. Guessing the answer is no.
Be a fun one. Be a fun one.
All right. Moving on. What do we got here?
We got our Trail 110 here.
I like a good 110. Not a whole lot special about this. Got the cool auxiliary tank on it. Is this even running? No, we still got to put this back together.
I need to finish putting the top end together on that Andrew. And it's still in pieces. I mean, the bench, we've got the exhaust here. I mean, this is what you do. Pieces and parts.
Take things apart.
Yeah, some fuel connectors, some UMC fuel connectors, some brakes to the Triumph. We've got various states of things here. Yeah.
Lord.
Oh, let's see.
Oh, baby Brock, just a little baby. How about this? What we got here?
What's that? This is a 1972, I think, 71, 72 BSA B50 SS. This bike's name is Twiggy. The previous owner named her that after the famous British actress.
That guy's an idiot.
She runs, but we're fixing some oil leaks on her, which is hence why the oil's drained and we got this detached.
Real sweet bowling ball paint job on it.
That was pretty common, I think, on BSAs. We've had another BSA that was a brown bowling ball paint job. Well, that was the thing to do back then.
People were real stupid in the 70s.
Well,
so people were buying BSAs back then because they couldn't afford the big Harleys. But they still wanted to be an easy rider. So
this is a cool bike.
Is it?
I kind of had high hopes for it. I mean, I had high hopes of doing some cool content on it. So we made one video on this. I did the how to kickstart a motorcycle video, and I'm still getting comments on that on everything I did wrong. Everything I did wrong kickstarting that.
The moral of the story is no one should own a BSA.
So I think I'm going to end up selling this thing on Bring a Trailer and getting rid of it after owning it a few years.
It's been leaking oil on your floor
yeah,
for
we've got
long
that.
enough.
We've got some oil on the head there. I mean, these things, that's just what they do. That's just what they do, Andrew.
Yeah, no one ever needs to own.
That's just what they do. No, everybody has to have
BSA.
one at one point in their life. It's an
No.
experience that you need to have. Everyone needs a BSA, an old British bike at some
Let me
point.
save you some
You know.
trouble. They leak oil and they rattle themselves to death. All right, moving
What else
on.
we got? We got the Trail 55 here.
You don't see these.
Yeah, it's an underappreciated one. We want to make some content on this one.
I mean, we didn't really buy this bike to make money out of. We bought it because we already had a slew of other trail bikes. You know, we have CT90, Trail 110. You got the 125. So yeah, we were gonna do some run and ride up videos. Try to get it out on the trail. Maybe do some comparisons with the 90 and the 110. It's been sitting here for 2 years now. We haven't done any of that. So yeah, this is the only one of these I've ever seen in person.
Yeah, I mean, this was more like one of those things, I think, when we knew that our friend, local collector had one and he's willing to sell it. We're like, I'd never even seen a Trail 55.
Yeah.
I wanted a Trail 55. So pretty crude, basically a Cub converted to an off-road bike. And the funny thing is, there's a SRK Cycles, which as you know is Bikes and Beards.
Yeah.
He talks about the Trail 55, but guess what?
Doesn't have one.
Doesn't have one, does he? Well,
Bikes and Beards
didn't have one.
Hit
We
us up
got
if you want one.
We got one.
We'll give you an okay deal on one.
I ain't selling him shit. I ain't selling him shit. This is ours.
He's got that good YouTube money.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
So let's see.
I really hate to make Harley videos, but
What's that?
I was gonna say, yeah, this is one of the videos that has done the best for us. Is a short on the malfunctioning turn signals on these.
So this is a 2002 Harley Davidson 883R Roadster. I bought this thing stock. I ended up having to do a bunch of work on it because I don't know. I think it was underwater at some point because the original transmission had a bunch of rusted bearings in it. I ended up having to rebuild the transmission, do all that work. And then the same friend that I bought the BSA off of convinced me that I needed to put a Buell Thunderstorm upgrade into this thing. So I basically spent a year sourcing new old stock obsolete Buell parts, and it is now the equivalent of a Buell Cyclone, roughly. So it makes around 80 or 90 horsepower. This actually is the most...
Is that a 1200cc kit?
So now it's a 1200 cc. So this actually, of any bike that I have, this thing probably fetches the most comments and compliments and people wanting to buy it. And it's probably the one I enjoy riding the most. As much as I hate on it and hate on Harley Davidson, I like this bike. It's fun.
I will say I've been on it and it scoots with that 1200
Yeah,
kit. It
it's
goes
fun.
way faster than it needs to.
And then this is a Z900 RS.
Don't see a lot of these. Modern retro style bike. Also a lot of fun to ride.
I bought this thing used with a couple hundred miles on it. It's a fun bike. They're quicker as you need to go, especially for something without fairings. Honestly, it's probably the compliment I'll give it is it's the only bike that I've been completely satisfied with at stock, exhaust included.
The seat's comfy out of the
I'd say,
factory?
yeah. I mean, I'd say it is.
Yeah.
About like the 1100 that you've got. The
Well,
CB.
I swapped the seat out on
That's
that.
that's true.
Well, you want to talk about the Queen Marie
So,
next?
I guess, yeah, the Queen Marie, right? This is my great-grandfather's boat, actually, and it's a work in progress.
Like
Those are the
everything.
original cushions, original Lumacraft cushions, yep. This was in the family since the 60s. I've got a whole hard drive full of videos stocked up on it, but like anything, have yet to edit and post any of it, right? I've probably got like 5 or 10 videos that I've made on this thing so far. It's a 1960, if I didn't say earlier, 1960 18-foot Queen Marie with twin 1974 Johnson 50 horsepower outboards on it. I've had a constant ever-going battle on whether I leave these on here or whether I switch it to twin Johnson red and white 35 horse motors, which is what the boat was originally configured with, and obviously, looks a little cooler, but I
It
don't
looks
know.
cooler. Yeah, but
These are a little more practical.
50s
They push
are
it
nicer to
harder.
have.
And we've had them since new, too. So,
This is how you know you got a problem.
well, and the thing is, if I had twin 35s though, Andrew, I could round out completing my 1957 lineup here, right? Because I've got every motor, I've got everything from 1957. I'm missing a 10 horse and I'm missing the 35 horse. And then of course, I guess you could add the Golden Javelin into that as well. We've had 1 or 2 of those.
What happens
right?
when you complete the set?
Then I'm complete. Then it's
Then
my
you can
life's journey is
then
complete,
you can,
right?
Then you can die happy.
Yeah, I can die happy. So Yeah.
I don't care
I mean-
what all these are. Looks
mean,
like you got too many motors.
Well,
got a
yeah,
little
I mean-
John boat on the back that you bought supposedly to test all these.
So
on.
these work. I mean, you know, you got to maximize your space when you're into the outboard hobby.
Yeah,
This is just fast track.
This looks safe.
And these are fast. No, they work. You kind of got to zip tie some of them together like that, Andrew.
You let your kid hang out under these?
I try to keep them away from it. I
bet.
Now, like, you know, some of them might come apart and the motor might slide off the front. So that's what the zip tie's for. Yeah, I mean, these, you know, you see we've got a stash. This is probably half of, you know, this is just what's in the garage.
Sneak around to the other side.
But if anything that I can make videos on all day that I enjoy the most is probably this. I could run these things all day long and make video content on old outboards all day long, but I don't think we're getting anywhere with that.
Move your hand.
So,
Put your hand
yeah,
that way.
there you go.
Cool.
So, you know,
Bunch of paperweights.
no, I'm trying to think anything noteworthy here. Seagull, 1920s Johnson, 1930s OMC or Alto, some 4-cylinder Zephyrs, 4-cylinder Light 4, Chris Craft.
Yeah.
I mean, all very cool stuff. I will say, I think old outboards, I mean, honestly, I don't see the content having demand right now, but, you know, old boats and old outboard motors are really kind of that last thing you can buy from the 1950s in pretty original condition that you can pick up for a couple $100s and have a project. I mean, you're not going to find a car like that. You're not going to find a motorcycle like that old. So, you know, you can pick up a 1950s outboard ranging from anywhere from 25 to a couple $100, and you can still get parts for most of them. They're cool to run. Is the interest there? Probably not. Well, I'm going to stockpile it anyway.
Then our kids or our grandkids will have to
And then,
throw
yeah,
it
my
away.
kids can clean it out when I die.
Let's check out the side garage.
So what do we got? We've got the jet ski trailer, somewhat modular jet ski trailer set up to haul jet skis and bikes. Stand-up skis, we've got the two oldies originals, 650 SX, doesn't run right, surprise, surprise. 94 Yamaha FX1, only 1,500 made. I'll make content. I probably won't ever sell this ski. I will not sell this ski. I love this jet ski. So we got some Bimmer parts and we cut that one bike to pieces.
Yeah, why did we keep that?
Because it's got the drive shaft in it. We just couldn't figure out how to get the drive shaft out. So we just cut the frame apart to get the stuff out rather than take the time to disassemble it. Guess I can climb. Oh my God. So we've got two Mercury Mark 55s. This one's gonna go on the Feathercraft project, I believe is the plan.
Yeah, on the Rocket.
On the Rocket. We've got another one that's a Mark 55.
It's gonna go on some future boat we haven't bought yet.
And then I've got another one on the floor there. That's a Super Hurricane 10 that I'm gonna put some parts on and build a racer out of so that I can buy a boat for that.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna get to that sometime soon.
We've got our gas tank man fuel cans here that we're gonna put in our future boat project. Bought two of the last of those Mercury refurbs. I think I can get through here.
I guess we'll have these videos out by the time this one's out. We got a
we'll have it out.
BMW
We're gonna put 'em-
R65 LS here.
That's one we've decided to get gone, cleaned up, and it's moving along.
We're
right?
gonna submit it to Bring a Trailer soon and get it moving. Got a Husky TE610, one of the best dual sport motorcycles ever made.
This really is, in my opinion, I think you'd agree, it's hard to find parts, but I think this is for best bang for your buck in a large dirt bike dual sport ever. You've got one too, right?
Yeah.
Same year. This is
Drank
an
the
06.
Drank the Kool-Aid.
One of the last Kajivas. This is a 2021 Beta. We could find a way to factor this in. It's a two-stroke. It's street legal, and surprise, I've already it's got electrical issues already, so it's
Good Lord. What do we have? Is this, so are these all controls?
yeah. That's our stockpile of controls.
Boat motor controls.
Yep.
We
got some cowls.
Some cowls for the Mercs.
Steering wheel, some parts. We got a
Good
lower
Lord,
unit
steering
there.
wheels. Goodness
Yeah,
gracious.
we've got all kinds of stuff. OMC, Kike for boat props.
Mercury.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
That's when we bought down the Mercury. We threw. That's our collection of good Merc tanks.
These
that
are the
still-
good ones?
They're the decent ones that'll work. They're worth fixing up. Decent paint. I gave the other.
Oh, God. Got a Wizard. We're going to have to throw that thing in the river.
I got a couple.
You still
Yeah, I got a
some?
couple interested prospects maybe.
Oh, really?
But yeah, when you get old boats and boat projects, you got to start stocking up the harnesses and the things you can't find, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, just some spare parts.
Goodness gracious.
Where we get a pile of Mercury Mark 75 lower units.
These all just lower
They're all
units
Mark
down
75 direct drive, Mark 75, Mark 78 lower units. Most of them are pretty roach, but the housings are intact.
Here? Yeah.
So it's like, how do you throw those out? How do you throw them out? What do you want me a video or you want me to talk about that? I think I drove down an hour or two here in Kentucky and bought this. I'd never had one.
What a waste of life.
We quickly figured out that it's not really a resale candidate by any means.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, we haven't got to it yet. It's like everything else. But we would love to make video on this thing and just completely beat the living daylights out of it. It won't start because the battery's shot. It is a hilariously capable off-road machine.
Yeah, it's
and
fun.
you know it scoots. It
Yeah.
freaking scoots.
A little two-stroke,
It'll wheelie
tons of fun.
on you.
Yeah.
It'll wheelie out on you. So
I see a lot of these King quads.
no, this I actually think is very content worthy, or this kind of goes to the core of everything we gripe about, which is that all new products are like overcomplicated, bloated, overpriced, unnecessary. This thing, I think this is like a 98 King Quad 300.
Yeah.
And these things are super cool. It's a small four-wheeler, four-wheel drive with diff lock, all cable actuated, no electronic stuff to fail. And as much as I rant on like the Trail 125 for not having low range, these have high, low, and super low range.
Yeah.
You don't see many of these in good condition. They've been pretty beat up. Yeah, these come from a time when ATVs were just built, for utility. They were built simple. I can't rattle off some of the features, but there's a lot of stuff on this thing that when you start looking at what they did for its time, it was pretty advanced.
Yeah.
And I think we've just gotten away from that with overbloated, overpriced machines.
Well,
And then here's, the John boat. Everybody needs a John boat.
every hillbilly needs a boat in the yard.
Outboard motor test bed. This is a little small for some of the outboard stuff we got, but we'll make it work. You can
Yeah.
probably still stick a 10 horse on this and fly with it. 1950s Alumacraft Model G. I think we could do some stuff. I have some cool ideas with this. The last videos that I did with it got absolutely no views, like 150 views that I put way too much time in.
That's fun.
And, but man, I think we could do some videos like this combined with old outboards, combined with putting them on the top of a car and tying stuff down in the old days. Outboard in the back, fuel can in the back. I think we could have some fun stuff.
Well,
but
we can make videos on whatever you want. The question is, will anybody watch it?
I don't think anybody will watch any of it. But
Well, I guess we're gonna film. We're gonna head over to location number 2 and film over there. All right, guys, we're at one of our stash house number 2. Got a bunch of projects. Got some stuff stashed back here under one of my carports.
These aren't ours.
These are not our bikes.
that's not our stuff.
No, the boats are ours. Some of the stuff in the back is. I think I see a Toyota Tacoma engine.
Yeah.
It's gotten out of hand. I think one of my tenants has kind of gotten bit by the old motorcycle bug like we did.
Yeah.
And I don't know, this doesn't look a whole lot different than how we started. But anyway, let's uncover these boats. And,
So what do we got here? I forgot about that windshield.
Yeah, that's a real piece of work.
Yeah, custom job.
This is my 56 Arkansas Traveler.
Oh, yeah, you're stowing some stuff in there, huh?
Yeah, well,
Where are
gotta power it all up.
Where are the cushions?
I got the cushions over at stash house number 3.
Oh, okay.
So I was worried about the raccoons and the mice and the things here.
Ah,
I think one of the things we were talking about doing to this is maybe swapping out this for a period correct motor. I think this is like a 78 Chrysler 45.
yeah.
We were thinking about, I don't know, doing a 50 Johnson or an OMC. Or a Merc. We got some Mercs laying around. So
Well, the lower unit's like sucking in the lake, right? It's pretty shot.
yeah, this
Not
lower
full
unit
bore.
has seen better days.
Yeah, I mean, it's just fine. You use that motor quite a bit though, right?
It was a good runner till it wasn't.
Yeah.
So
Well, it just runs, just water, lower unit fills the water.
yeah.
So this is a pretty cool boat, right? I mean, yeah, dual cockpit, really rugged, really
Yeah, it's got-
stout.
It's got some really big stringers on it compared to something like a Feathercraft. I take this out on the river, take this out on the
Yeah.
big lakes, and really enjoyed the heck out of it. And it's not in really nice shape, so I don't have to worry about just beating it up real bad, right? So
Yeah.
this has just kind of been my daily driver beater that I take out whenever I want. And you can just slam this thing into the dock if you want. It doesn't really matter. I think I picked this up. I think we got them down to like 2,400 or something like that, which I don't know. It's a lot of fun for 2,400 bucks.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's got a modern trailer, modern-ish trailer on it.
Yeah.
So trying to figure out how deep to go on this thing before we sell it. Whether to put, like I said, whether to remotor or just rebuild the lower unit on this one.
Yeah. Well, we'll get to the motor ideas. Let's get a shot. Yeah, I mean, well, I guess we'll just get to here because we got some bikes in the way here. Yeah. So you can see, pretty cool boat. Not as well known as Feathercraft, for instance, but I'd say much more stout, much more better riding.
I'd take this over a Feathercraft any day of the week.
Yeah.
Just a lot more enjoyable to ride around.
Yeah, for a rider, yeah.
Handles the wake a lot better.
What do we got going? Oh, I forgot we had this. That's where that goes, right? We just threw that in the dirt, I guess. Nice. That's where that is.
That's where that goes.
I mean, that shows how much we care. Was this your stuff back here? What's all this? These are
I think that's my stuff.
Osmuriatic acid.
Oh, you know that's us then.
Oh yeah, that's all full. We ought to take that home, but I don't think I really want to take that in the truck. No. It's probably better just leave it
got
here.
Some Tacoma parts. Oh, look at that back there. What do we got?
Yeah, we got a BMW R100/7 engine, and it's you can see how much we cared there. We just cut it out in the frame, right? So there's that. I guess anybody can let us know if they need a BMW motor. What's this? Is this Tacoma?
That's a first gen Tacoma engine, 3RZ.
4-cylinder or 6?
Inline 4.
4? What are you using that for?
So I bought a bunch of parts trucks a long time ago and kept one of the engines.
Yeah.
You never know.
It's resting here nicely.
Somebody will, you know.
What else we got? Is that our Honda seat or is that your tenant's? That's not our. Is that ours?
It's hard to say.
Yeah. Now this one.
I'm gonna film you uncovering it.
Jesus Christ. Holy shit. So we've had this boat, what?
I don't know, a year or 2?
Years, I think 2 years at this point. I'm hoping that the interior is still intact. I'm not trying to bunch of mouth shit. This is a 1956 Feathercraft Rocket. Yeah, you know what that.
Oh, it's a Modelo cat.
I don't even know. I guess I gotta get to the backside. I gotta climb over these motorcycles here. I mean, the tenants blocking us in here. No one's stealing this thing, right? This is one of the nicest Feathercraft hulls I think I've ever seen. You know, the hull is in pretty good shape. This is the single cockpit version. I think the Rocket 2, the later Rockets had the dual cockpit.
You gonna bother unbuttoning this?
Yeah, we'll button it and show it to them. So we bought this. It was complete with seats, complete with upholstered seats and everything, which are still, to me, what I see in pretty good shape.
Yeah, that's in good shape. Got some mothballs in there.
Yeah, we got some mothballs in there. The seats are in good condition. I think it had a carpeted floor that we'll probably put some, different flooring, a little bit prettier flooring down there. But we pretty much bought it in this shape with what, it had a long shaft, like 25 horse newer Merc, like 70s Merc adopted to it. We pulled that off, sold it. Overall, really, really good condition hull. This one will clean up good, and this has been on the project list for a couple years. It's also got the original Holtzclaw trailer underneath of it, which is pretty neat. But as you can see, even even these are a bit faded, but it's got the faded, the faded anodized logos there on the side, Feathercraft emblems. Really cool project. And these were also, all the stuff that you typically have to do, like the upholstery, the things that are a pain, were already done. So basically this boat is ready for a power plant.
New floor,
flooring, some power plant,
and some fuel cans, and hopefully send this one on to a new owner.
Yeah, have some fun with it, moving along at some point.
Yeah.
Gosh, see the dust all shake off this cover. How long it's been there, huh?
Yeah.
All right. I think what really doesn't do these boats justice is how small they really are. This one's like 12.5 foot. So it looks big underneath here, but it's a very, very small boat. So putting a 40 horse Mercury 4-cylinder is really going to be interesting on that. But yeah, really good shape. A lot of Feathercrafts got beat up in salvage yards through the years, and this one is just fantastic condition. So with a good polish and good power plant, I think it's gonna clean up pretty nice, right?
Yeah, my tenants don't beat the shit out of it before we get to it.
Well, it sounds like a problem, huh?
Yeah.
What the heck?
Oh no, that's not what you want.
Yeah.
So I guess he's just got this metal clamp on her.
For what?
On a repainted trailer.
For what?
All right, let's go in the storage shed.
So here's our power plant stash. I think some of these are intended for the StarCraft, right? But we've got what, 4? Well, no, one's out there. This one I bought for parts. I think I made a short on that. I just had to buy that for the controls.
We have 4 Fat 50s.
We have 4 Fat 50s total. Yeah, because we need those. These are original paint. Johnson Super Seahorse Fat 50s, 1958 models. And then we've got a 1958 Evinrude Fat 50 Starflight 4-cylinder. Same basic power plant, just different colors. These are super cool. It's the only ones that I've come across in person. They are absolutely gigantic, but they are very neat. So I think we've intended to do some videos on getting these things going, right? I mean, that's the intent.
Yeah.
I mean, we did some video mounting that thing up, and then we ended up taking it back off because we had to redo the transom. But yeah, we did get spare cowls that, you know, I mean, just the cowls alone are worth, you know, they're hard to find those. Just the cowls alone.
Yeah, so we'll just stockpile things forever.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, the thing with these that's really neat is it's got, you know, the Super Seahorse 50 logo intact, original. Chrome is still okay. And I don't know if you can see it, but these, a lot of times, these go missing. And it's got the original plastic pieces on the back there. A lot of times you don't see those. I mean, yeah, really neat. Even the original Marine Service decal on the front. That's pretty cool stuff. Yeah. This is our stockpile of large 4-cylinder, fuel inefficient Johnson Evinrude outboards. We're really blessed. We're so blessed.
We got a real problem.
Yeah. So there you go, folks. We got a welder here too. Yeah. Stash house number 2.
Our gas tank wall art.
Stash house. Oh yeah. Yeah, we need to get that. I don't remember where we got this, but yeah.
I have no idea where we got that.
I don't even know. We're probably gonna have to bleep. We're gonna have to blur some of this out here, right? Look at that. That is art, if there ever was art. I don't know if the camera is proper again. That's a Sportster gas tank.
Yeah, I think so.
And you know, that's about what you'd expect from, you know, Harley artist, I guess. But isn't that fantastic?
It's like a jailhouse tattoo.
Yeah. Yeah, there we go. A naked woman on a catfish. That's the official wall art of Stash House number 2. How can you beat that, right? How can you beat that?
We had to hang that one on the wall.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Right.
These are your keys?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Got a lot of blocks.
My God. So there you have it. We've got the stuff. There's location 2. Is that good enough?
Yeah. If you guys are actually watching this and give a shit as to what we make a video on, if you want to see something in particular, comment. If y'all want to buy any of this stuff, make us an offer.
Yeah.
Everything's for sale.
For the right price.
That's right. I don't know. Anything else, Brock? Is that it?
I think that covers it. Yeah.
All right, guys.